Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are going to present the SQL of Library Management System. What is SQL? SQL is a standard language for accessing and manipulating database. SQL is a special purpose programming language designed for managing data in a relational database. SQL is used by a huge number of apps and organizations. SQL is used in database to execute, create, delete, insert, update, set permission on table, procedures, and views.
The first table is book. This is the SQL statement for create table book. The ISBN as the primary key. This is the way for us to insert the value into the table. This is the output. The next table is book types, which we have two attributes, join and code, and the SQL statement for the insert values into book type is insert into book types values fantasy, and the code is FNSY, and this is the outcome. Okay, next we have table staff, with staff ID as the primary key, and the SQL statement is insert into staff values the staff ID and the staff name. Then we have student table, which this is the SQL statement for creating the table, and the student ID as the primary key. Then the SQL statement is insert into student values the metric number, the name, the faculty, and the phone number, and this is the output. The last table we have students loan, with the date ID as the primary key, student ID, ISBN, and staff ID as the foreign key. This is the way on how we inserting the values into students loan. Insert into students loan values date ID, student ID, ISBN, date borrowed, date returned, and staff ID.
Okay, so for the like operator, the purpose of this operator is used in a where clause to search for a specified pattern in a column. So, two approach of using like operator. First one, single character, and another one is multiple character. Okay, so for single character, this is the SQL statement to select from students loan table. So this is the result, and this is for multiple character. This is the SQL statement to select from student table, and this is the output. So next we'll go to delete operator. So the purpose is used to delete records from a table. Okay, so there are two approach of using delete operator. First one is selected record. So another one is all record. So for selected record, this is the SQL statement to delete from students loan table. This is the output. Then for all records, which is the delete all record, this is the SQL statement to delete from book types, and this is the final output.
So next is in statement. The purpose we use for in statement is to display name, faculty, phone number from students who borrowed the book titled Throne of Glass. This is the SQL statement for in statement, and this is the output. Next we move on to distinct statement. The purpose of distinct statement is to list different faculties in student table. This is the SQL statement, and this is the output of the SQL statement.
Next is sum or average. The purpose of this SQL is to calculate sum of book borrowed by a student in a day. Below is the SQL statement and SQL table.
Okay, next is math expression. The purpose of math expression is to display student ID, date borrow, and date return, which date return more than 14 April 2020. This is a SQL statement, and this is the output from Microsoft Access. Next, we move on to count. The purpose of count is to find the total number of ISBN that loan from each staff ID. This is the SQL statement, and this is the output from Microsoft Access. Thank you.